Yes. What's going on? What's going on, guys? I'm trying to bring energy to the podcast. What's going on, guys?
Yo.
Episode 67 of the WRESTHINGS podcast. I'm joined by two special guests. I can't even call this guy a special guest no more because this guy is actually the newest member of WRESTHINGS. Again, announced again. New signing.
Yep.
Get me.
Signing.
It's been a long time coming. It's another podcast, but yeah, we're here. Mandem, episode 67. Introduce yourself. What you say?
Jeez. You know me already. Man. I come on a few times. It's J Rakes, aka
King Walloon.
Stop it, man. You know
The
me.
tribal chief.
You know me,
Tribal King
I
Walloon.
like wrestling and guns, man. Skeng VP.
Yeah.
What? Scotty 2 Dotty. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. You might like that, yeah.
I said Scotty 2
I got more.
Oh, God, hit me.
Yeah.
Came prepared.
I said Scotty 2 Dotty.
Yeah, Skeng VP. Bobby Crashley. Come on, man. Can I crash at Ops? Come on, man. Stop it. Man.
This guy's hilarious. Man. I said Bobby Crashley.
Bobby
I
Crashley.
said Bobby Crashley. Oh shit.
You know what reminds me of? That reminds me of the bit on Raw when Braun said Braun said to MVP, I'm gonna bust your boy.
What?
Wait, what? Where was that? When was that?
Why would that
He said, do you know how Braun says he said all evil voice and that? He said,
Yeah.
you stay my back and I'm gonna bust your boy right now. Like,
No, but to be fair, yeah, in wrestling,
words
there's
didn't
a
come out
lot of
properly.
there's a lot of questionable promos.
moments.
Yeah,
Like,
but why would that remind you of that, though?
you said Bobby Crashley remind me of the bit when he said that.
Or was he saying to Bobby Lashley?
Yeah,
Okay.
he was saying it to MVP, saying that I'm gonna bust your boy.
It's questionable, but I guess.
Makes
Reach,
sense.
but I guess.
Captain Links, take away, man.
Yeah, man. Man is Lincoln Jack representing
WRESTHINGS.
WRESTHINGS. I just had to do that. Yeah, man. Check out the latest episode of WTT on WRESTHINGS, man.
I can't lie, I'm liking the season's one. Man.
Yeah, I'm liking it, man.
I feel like you're a bit more comfortable this time around. Obviously the first season was like you say new, and I didn't really get your personality that I saw on the 50th episode. But I'm getting it now.
You're getting it
You know
now.
what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
Energy, man.
kudos to
Energy,
that,
man.
That's it.
yeah.
And you know who it is, people. You know it's your boy NK, aka the man of the hour.
Too sweet to be
sour. You get me? Live in the flesh, live in direct. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So basically, from what we've spoke about in the group chats and stuff, I think majority of this podcast is going to be dedicated to a lot of documentaries that has dropped.
Yeah,
on
man.
either
There's a lot of
A&E
documentaries.
or WWE.
Yeah, man.
We're going to talk about Blood and Guts. We're going to talk about what else? What else we talk about? NXT, this Hit Row stuff. I'm loving Hit Row.
Hit Row, man.
And also, I want to get to memorabilia as well. Memorabilia. I spoke to you about it before. So
Yeah.
Action figures and all that sort of stuff. Innit?
Okay.
Oh yeah, you have to talk about treasures. Yeah, that's what I want to get onto.
Yeah, cool.
So, Blood and Guts. Was it really Blood and Guts in?
Yeah.
There was a lot of blood and guts. Apparently, it said the business like 30 years back. But
said
Who said that?
Yeah.
That's not even ops. That's stupid, fam.
That's
that
stupid.
that was
just
stupid. When I heard
Even the
that,
ops would even say that.
They're just jealous, man.
like,
Who specifically said it will set the business back? I want to know.
No, but to be fair, I did see people say that the ending, like basically, set the business back.
yeah,
But then from various tweets, not one.
Yeah,
Man, them must smoke. Sorry, go on.
They're smoking.
But then on the next Monday Night Raw, they have a segment that just. They have a segment with Alexa Bliss,
This is what
like which are bringing up.
This is what we're not gonna do. This is not what we're gonna do.
Right.
I feel like when it comes to wrestling, let's not compare.
Percy, that's what I'm saying.
AEW, the Blood and Guts match was a complete different sort of segment and match compared to what WWE are doing. If you're comparing that to Elimination Chamber, do what you want to do.
Yeah.
But this is different. You can't like man. Am comparing? Man will say, Jericho and flipping. Who else? What's they compare it to? Jericho. Oh, okay. Like for example, Jericho and you can compare Jericho and flipping the Miz and Shane McMahon because that was basically like the same sort of scenario.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing. But if you're comparing flipping the Fiend to flipping the Blood and Guts segment,
Yeah.
it doesn't
Personally, I don't. I don't really like doing the whole. If it was an AEW and that, but
Like overall, I think the match was like not the match, the whole PPV, like special.
It was a good show.
It was it was very good show.
It was a good.
The ending was like. Okay,
I didn't mind it. I didn't really mind it. I feel like the ending was.
You want like Jericho to die? Like I like the whole surrender because they're scared, like of his safety.
Yeah.
And then MJF still done it anyway because he's a bastard.
Yeah, the only thing about the match here is just literally it's a camera angle. It's literally
The mini episodes. Guys, by the way, check out our mini episodes every 2 weeks on our Instagram
Live.
Either me or NK will be on there. Derek Collapse, Verse Your Sam. Just check us out on 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Every 2 Sundays. So,
GMT.
Yeah, literally production. Yeah, you see on the production side of things from a television perspective. Yeah, one camera angle makes a difference.
I told you this.
One camera angle makes a difference. But like the framing of things, because the way they framed it, is like they framed it from the bottom up, so you could see the impact wasn't. The impact wasn't. If they'd filmed from a wide angle,
I've seen that. So if it's whoever edited
someone filmed it from the thing.
Put the wrestle up. Put the wrestle up's tweet up. That angle, that angle is with the angle that they should have used. It's kind of like the Rikishi one when he fell onto that truck. That type of angle. If just kept it there, that would have been alright. Honestly,
it was an angle issue because it was like,
even if it was a bird's eye view shot.
Yeah, that would have been
top angle.
Because do you know why the bird's eye view? Because the crash pad itself, didn't look.
Okay, let me give you this. So
didn't look
bird's eye
right.
view shot, when he's going down, as soon as he's about to hit the thing, cut to MJF. Cut to MJF's face going, do you know what I mean? Like, he's like...
Or even cut to that Sammy and all the people in the ring.
I was thinking like for filmmakers. Where you going? Cut to people in the ring. Huh? Cut to people in the ring, you just said that.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, cut to people in the ring or something.
People shocked.
Yeah, but what I'll say about the match as a whole,
it's a good match.
Phenomenal.
Bro, you see the crowd, like the crowd adds to a match, innit? The crowd, I think that's obviously I haven't been a lot of crowds in 2021, innit? So it's hard, it's a low bar, but like that crowd, bro, that's one of the best crowds I heard this year, fam. Because obviously crowds are coming back, but that
this
crowd,
year?
Yeah, this year.
On AEW or in general?
In general.
Right, let me just
because you know what, WrestleMania, I wouldn't say WrestleMania, but WrestleMania, because it's the open air stadium, you couldn't really hear the crowd. You know what I'm saying? And even though Daily's Place is an open air stadium, like
it's a bit
compact.
It's a bit compact. The crowd are closer in it, so the crowd during that match was so sick. And Sammy Guevara,
this
is
guy
gonna be. Bruv, when he did the Spanish Fly from one rope to the other, I said this guy is phenomenal.
This guy's the rest of the month, you know.
Yeah,
as the rest of the month.
I said he's gone hench as well. He's got a bit bulkier.
He's got a bit bulkier. Yeah, man.
That match was one of the hardest matches. Like, you know, like the build up to like the all out assault, as they call it, when it was 5-on-5 even teams. I think when it was even teams, it kind of dropped off a little bit in terms of quality or whatever. But the build up to the 5-on-5, that's some of the best.
When everyone was coming in,
when it was
innit?
like an advantage, disadvantage,
the
advantage, disadvantage, the different spots 3-on-2.
I don't know. I forget this guy, comes out. Is it Cash?
But Cash Reed, which one?
Short hair.
What, bold or short?
When he got boss open, fam. He said he got boss
bold
open.
one on the short hair.
Oh yeah, that's
Harwood.
Fam, when he got boss open, I was like, waiting for Maz.
But Dax Harwood is so hard. I'm telling you, FTR,
You see when he does that fist drop?
You see FTR, them man, as individual wrestlers, both of them man are so sick, fam. Now I know we give them their flowers as a tag team, but them as wrestlers, put some respect on their names, fam. Bruv, them man are cold, fam. Everyone in that match delivered, I'm telling you.
Even Sean Spears, fam. Sean
Spears did
showed up as well.
And I'm telling you this, MJF, I always put him top 3 heels in wrestling. Today,
I wouldn't disagree with that.
Today,
honestly.
like
he
top 2, not 2.
Apparently, he done like an interview. I don't know when it was, but it was recent, very recent, as in like 2 weeks from now or last week. He was saying how like he's not ruling out a move to WWE.
He's capping, man.
He's capping.
He's capping, bro. You see, MJF was in WWE.
Yeah, no, he was what you call that talent?
Security staff.
Yeah, like background talent, isn't it?
Yeah, but trust me,
that's because they turned him away when he tried out for as an
I saw the
actor.
video.
Yeah. Do you think he's gonna go back? Nah, he's fully salty. Like,
no, but if he goes back, he knows what it's about. Man will go back and say,
he knows his worth.
You man got to pay me this much. You know what I mean? Or do this.
You have control of his character, and that's the thing about AEW. Yeah,
everyone has control.
Everyone has some sort of license on their character.
You know what it is? I feel like if man's a big star, for example, say if he stays in AEW for another like 5 years, a man turns up on the Scott Hall thing at WWE, man's established himself. Do you know what I mean? For him to come and say, "Cool, I want to do this, I want to do that." I'm sure that WWE will allow you to have a bit of creative control.
How many times have we said this?
I'm not in the rooms, innit? I'm not in the rooms, innit? But a minuscule, like a small.
Mate, it won't be long until you see MJF doing those all you people kind of promos, like the generic WWE heel promo. You won't be long until you see him
suffering succotash.
But the thing is, it's like you see MJF, MJF is somebody, you need to like let him be him. Like you can't restrict him. Like you can't. You have to let him be him because you see his character, bruv, like he has an understanding. MJF is only 25 years old, fam. The really understanding of his... Bruv, man's going toe-to-toe promo-wise with Jericho at his age. God, I don't even want him to go WWE, but in the event that he does, WWE have to look at him and say, yo...
Can't flop with the son.
We understand what you have. We're going to let you do what you need to do. We're going to give you bullet points, but do what you need to do. You can't restrict this guy, bro. Character-wise, this guy has an understanding of his character that mandem don't even have in late into their career, fam. MJF is cold. He's cold. These are like...
Have you seen some of his earlier work?
Yeah, I haven't seen some of his earlier work, but I've seen...
It's been impressive, man. He's fought a lot of people that you would have thought that you wouldn't have come against.
Like, and this guy as well, you talk about people that always stay in character. MJF is one of those people. He's always in. He always understands.
Never out of character.
See when it flips off that kid.
Yeah.
Well, that's normal for him.
He's the understanding he has of character work, man. Is second to none, man. That guy is a star. I'm telling you, and he's got time.
He's a real bastard.
He's got time. Like you cannot have him win the title for years, like, and then he'll still be like in his early 30s before he even wins like a major title. He's got time.
He's got so much time.
He's got so much
I
time.
think he'll even win the big one before that.
Yeah, no, he'll probably win the big one in his 20s, fam. Like,
in the next year.
Nah, I'll probably say 2.
Not this year.
Yeah,
this year.
Yeah. 2022. Yeah, probably 2022. Like, because
no, guarantee. I can put P on it.
That he's gonna win.
2022 will win the title by 2022.
2022.
I put a little pink in it right now.
Right now?
But I don't bet in it. I don't gamble.
Do
you know what we'll talk after?
And that's my wager.
That's a little pinky.
No, pinky still.
Yeah, cool. We'll talk.
One sheet.
I will talk. By 2022.
By 2022.
Cool. But
by the end of 2022.
Oh, by the end of 2022.
No, stick by your gun. You say by 2022.
By the end of 2022, innit? Like, that's the whole year.
Well, that means the same. By 2022.
See when at church when they're doing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hallelujah!
Champion.
By the time the ushers and the men are singing Jehovah, MJF is the champion. He's got the belt like this. Okay, cool. JV.
I said, watch that service.
Watch that service. MJF has got the belt. Fam, come on, man.
Even the rest of the card. You had Cody versus QT Marshall.
Yeah.
Go.
Ogogo buried him enough.
Yeah, Ogogo finished him. Yeah. Do you know what? I kind of get QT Marshall losing. One thing I need to...
Did we agree on the last episode that QT, if anyone loses, it doesn't harm them? It just gives a better story.
Yeah.
I need... but there's this narrative online going on that Cody Rhodes is kind of like Triple H, and I'm like, bruv.
Why do people keep doing that?
It's cap.
They're reaching.
It's cap. Bro, do you know how much Cody has done for man in AEW? Darby Allin's first match, Darby Allin against Cody in Fyter Fest 2019, Darby Allin was supposed to lose. Everyone said, Cody said, no, let's make it a draw because I want to put this kid over. I see talent in this kid. Cool. Cody agreed never to win the AEW World Championship. Then he put after that.
No, Cody, not Cody Rhodes. So Cody Rhodes can we're doing it.
No, is it a contract? Cody can't win it.
Cody or Cody Rhodes.
No, stop that.
That's petty wap. He's not that petty. That's the petty wap, man.
Yeah, man. He's not always
petty.
Yeah, I know. But so cool. Then they had MJF turn on him. Man said he was Anarfi full in the flesh. He was Anarfi full in the flesh.
He was Anarfi, fam.
So then
MJF kicks his ass.
MJF whooped him.
Like lashed him.
Lashed him how many times?
Like a parent.
And then Cody still lost that match. Then he allows Brody Lee to squash him.
Squash for the belt.
Squash for the belt. And you might want to tell me he's Triple H. No, bro.
Jeff Jarrett.
No, man. Let's stop that.
He's done way too much to be considered as Triple H in only 2.5 years of AEW running. Like,
stop that. He's not Triple H. Like, is Cody full of himself? Yeah. Of course, he's confident. Yeah.
Look, he's big interested. Of course, he's full of himself.
Of course, he's full of himself. But when when it comes time to do the necessary, and then he put Darby Allin over as well. Like when it's time to do the right thing, Cody will do it. you know what I'm saying? When it's time to elevate, Cody will never bury someone to elevate himself. That's what happens.
Plus, we're still like. Sometimes I always forget myself that we're still AEW still in the infancy, innit? We can't be calling these shots, giving out these shots yet until you know what I mean. And stuff. Sometimes I forget that I'm blasting AEW, but these times AEW is you them to compare to WWE or compared to Impact. It sounds mad, but
the punching above the weight.
Impact started 2002.
It started when WCW went.
I thought it was 2001.
It was 2001. That's when the thing happened.
It was NWA TNA for a bit. Early doors.
Yeah, but fam, like,
and even that, like, let's say 2001. That's still what 9. 20 years.
Oh yeah, so what?
Still 20 years.
I think tonight.
2002, innit?
2002. 19 years compared to what AEW is
doing.
June
19, 2002.
Like, this is what I'm saying.
2.5 years.
This is what I'm saying about the company.
17 years difference of how long they've been running compared to Impact, let alone WWE.
Impact is still fresh as well because that's not really TNA. If we're actually,
they've had the thing with Impact. They've had a lot. They've had low.
That's the same company.
I'm
not doing that.
It's the same company.
Is this the same as just on the Liger thing?
Nah, I mean, do you know what? Nah, it's the same. It's the same company. Do you like because?
But what we're not doing, we're not saying that NWA and TNA is the same. Even though they were.
That's not. That's not the same.
That's different.
NWA's got mad lineage.
That's what I'm saying. They're completely different. Even though they were a little link up for a bit, they're a little different.
Because TNA
and Impact, that's the same.
Because Impact still acknowledge their history. Do you know what I'm saying? Impact still will.
They even have both belts. Moose had that one.
Yeah, the TNA one. Yeah, so it's like
we're doing that.
Yeah, but
it's canon in like the.
What? So what? I think tonight on Dynamite we've got Orange Cassidy versus Pac.
Yes, that's a match to talk about.
Yeah, the number one contender match. I want Orange Cassidy to face Kenny Omega, and I want him to win.
I want Pac.
I want
Pac.
You know that man is. I don't even care who wins because when we saw that match on a PPV, I can't remember. Was it Revolution? When we saw that. We saw it together at the
Orange Cassidy and Pac.
Oh yeah,
that was a banger.
That
was one of the matches. They saw the show.
Nah,
that was it Revolution?
Yeah,
the match when Orange Cassidy became a star.
What Revolution was that?
2020.
Yeah,
bro.
With that tag match,
bro. Pac versus Orange Cassidy. I'm telling you, Revolution. Yeah,
you rolled out the ring like on a cash thing. Came in like
Revolution 2020.
Last year, as in we watched it together.
No. So not the Kenny Omega one. The one that was main evented by Jericho and Moxley.
The one where Moxley won the title.
You know my head's gone.
Bro, Revolution 2020. Yeah. I can't lie. JB will agree. Revolution 2020 is one of the best pay-per-views.
Is that Young Bucks versus flipping?
Yeah.
Hangman.
That one.
I need to watch that back, man.
Bro, you need to watch. That's one of the
coincidence.
I don't feel like
I'll actually watch that
when
today.
man all say AEW's best pay-per-views, those are Young Bucks and flipping Kenny Omega and Hangman. I'm like, fam, I think I've seen better matches than that, but these times I don't think I've watched the full pay-per-view. That's what I'm trying to say. I haven't watched the full pay-per-view.
You haven't watched better.
You haven't watched
What's mad now? Whenever I say shit, as Hill and Anarfi, I got something I got to live by it. But sometimes a bit tech because when Derek is editing the episode, he might come around notes. I'll be like, by the way, you guys were loaded on this part. Fam. Fuck what you think, Derek. No, I'm telling you this.
The one count.
Of course, if you want to talk about tag team matches, you might say call the Steiner brothers versus whoever. But I'm so sorry of the modern era. Kenny Omega and Hangman Page versus the Young Bucks. You're like, what? But anyways, we're talking about Orange Cassidy and Pac. That match at Revolution as well. Phenomenal match. So, but the thing is,
minimum 4.5.
Oh, that match was sick, man. That match was too sick.
Right, from when Orange Cassidy stopped doing the roll around the rings.
That's the first time we saw.
Is that when went through the ropes? Oh man,
yeah. That was the day that Orange became a star.
But we didn't watch Revolution.
No, we didn't. No.
What was the movie we watched after they locked off our stream?
That was Double or Nothing.
And they locked off our stream.
Double or Nothing was the first pay-per-view that we did for AEW together. On stream.
And when did they lock off our stream?
I don't think I was there then. My debut on.
So you watched Revolution together?
Nah, bro. No, we didn't, bro.
No. They just locked off on.
Nah, because I remember. Trust me, you would have known if I was there. The way I would have been screaming.
No, I'm getting confused with the one where I actually fell asleep.
Yeah.
Forget that. No, that was actually Revolution though.
No, that was 2021 Revolution.
No, that was What's the one with the Full Gear?
Full Gear.
Yeah,
You fell asleep at Full Gear. That's when the
You wallow.
Oh, I didn't even wait.
King Full Gear.
You wallow.
Wait, why are you laughing about falling asleep on stream?
I'm gonna put it as a thumbnail, bonnet.
Wallow that Full Gear.
King Sleeper, fam.
Fam.
It's you,
Dragon
fam.
Sleeper.
The sleeping championship.
My boy.
Nah, but
That's funny. Your boy. Alright, go on.
But Cassidy versus Pac, I don't think it'll be as good as the Revolution match simply because you had a full capacity crowd. You know, it was in an enclosed arena, but
long length PPV time.
Yeah, exactly. Pay-per-view time, no ad breaks. I mean, ad breaks as well. So it's like I feel like they'll have a good match. Either way, both Cassidy and Pac can put on a good match with Kenny Omega because people see Cassidy as a comedy wrestler. Cassidy's actually a sick
wrestler.
Man, Kenny Omega's list of comedy matches go all the way back to DDT, fam.
Yeah.
That's his kind of.
But I mean, as in, I think if we get Pac and if we get Cassidy and Kenny Omega, I don't think it's gonna be a comedy match, bro. That match.
It'll be proper.
Yeah.
It'll be proper. But you see Pac again. In fact, that Pac and Omega match, that what's it called? That Iron Man match. That was the same week as Revolution.
Yeah.
They put 2 5-star matches in the same week.
That was nuts.
That was. If we get, I need another 40-minute barn burner between Pac and Omega.
Maybe 40 minutes is New Japan Pro.
No, but we need
That's
it.
slow cooker.
You see matching. You see Pac. Yeah, that guy is so like
so gifted.
He's so
Pac is
good,
sick,
man.
Honey badger.
He's so good, and the thing is, it's like them man. There's so many.
Did you feel Pac before he went to AEW?
Yes.
Fam. The cruiserweight title run was underrated.
As Neville as well, yeah.
I rated him as Neville because
even before he turned heel.
Because there was a sick match. There was a sick match they had on Raw. Neville versus Seth. Neville versus Seth.
Yeah, they got to win.
I fell for that, fam. I fell for that.
But even if you go back to Adrian Neville on NXT, his feud with Sami Zayn, fam. Neville is like he's
just gifted.
He's gifted.
If not for like 4 inches, he's the perfect wrestler.
You know, sometimes I forget that he's from Ends, you know.
Newcastle, yeah,
man.
Sometimes I forget.
The bastard.
Newcastle. Kip Sabian's from Norfolk.
Is he like 5'7" or something like that?
He shoots like probably like 5'8".
From Norfolk.
Yeah.
He's like 5'9". He's like 5'9". Pac's like 5'9".
Do you know I'm burning? Do you know I could me and Dave could have seen Derek could have seen Pac.
Oh, swear.
I Rev Pro. Fam, we've gone to the first show now, yeah. And it was sick. El Phantasm was there. Great O'Khan was there. But I think a few other wrestlers, man, were there. And after the next day, we get a notification on thingy Rev Pro saying, Pac had just turned up and challenged Zack Sabre Jr. for the belt.
You man, what a match you missed.
But you know what's mad? No, it's a different day. For example, do you know what's going on the 4th, right?
Yeah.
Say if on the 5th, they got another show somewhere else, and
Will Ospreay
turns up.
I'll be fuming.
Imagine.
Man said Pat versus Zack Sabre Jr. Do you know how sick that match would be?
Imagine Will Ospreay turns up to the one that we're going to in July with the whole Empire.
I'm sure you will. Have you seen it? You ever seen Will Ospreay fight before?
No, I need to see him.
I went to Royal Quest. Royal Quest, yeah.
I need to see him live.
Yeah, that was
He was sick. When I watched my progress, he was with that guy. The guy's got a bald head. I forgot his name.
What?
His old tag team partner. Paul something, I don't know, but yeah, them man put in a match.
Paul Robertson.
Aussie, I think it's Aussie Experience. I forgot the name. Aussie something.
Aussie Open,
yeah. Them man are sick as well.
I've already seen like Braun Strowman and that live, like just one stupid Raw.
Was that the one that I was at? We went to together.
Was that 20?
No, I wasn't there.
2018. Well, no,
2019. Yeah. I went SmackDown. You went Raw.
O2 Arena.
Yeah.
You went SmackDown. It was in like May or some shit.
Yeah, May. Yeah, me and I went Raw. I went SmackDown.
I went to Raw.
I went SmackDown.
CK and like. Yeah, we went together.
We go to the next WWE. I can't lie. WWE's production.
Yeah, no.
I can't listen.
I've been told that. I've been told that you have to be there for Raw or SmackDown to actually embrace it.
I think they done like was it anyway Falls match or one of them bullshits, isn't it? Yeah. Braun Strowman that was fighting in it through the crowd, innit? And they came through like the walkway where I was sitting in it, yeah. And like one little kid came out to kind of like touch him, or whatever. I wanted to obviously go up and like touch him, but the little kid like was in the way, and I didn't want to be like that other guy that's getting the little kid in it. Like I wanted to touch his back.
The only time I missed it. I was gonna the only pay-per-view I missed, I was so close to getting a ticket for NXT TakeOver London, innit? But then they randomly sold out. Bro, I would do... when Finn Balor did the Jack the Ripper entrance, bro, I wish I was there.
That's one of his best demon entrances.
I wish I was there, man.
You just missed it.
Is that Wembley, innit?
Yeah, I think that's Wembley SSC, innit? Yeah.
Wembley Arena is sick, man.
Yeah. But another match that's happening on Dynamite tonight is obviously John Moxley versus Yuji Nagata.
Give me the Death Rider entrance, please.
NK?
Please.
Let me just... NK is our New Japan correspondent.
Chief. No, you got at the streets.
New Japan NJPW streets. Chief.
Streets.
I can't
correspondent.
No, you're gonna
take it away. Take it away.
No.
Give us Nagata's history. I don't know this guy at all.
No, you see Yuji Nagata, he's before my era. See, I mean just clarify for the fans. You see when I say New Japan, yeah, I'm of the Bushi Road era. So when Bushi Road take...
Bushi, no?
No, Bushi Road.
Bushi Road.
That's the company that took over New Japan.
Yeah.
So
wait, what? Oh, so as in like...
Let me explain.
So I'm of the Bushi Road era. The Bushi Road era was, I can't remember when Bushi Road, the company, bought New Japan. Bushi Road is another company. It's basically a big, I don't know what they do, but it's a big company that bought New Japan. They also own Stardom right now.
Yeah, Stardom.
But the Bushi Road era...
Sorry, that's what I was going to ask you. I've been meaning to ask you for time. It always sounds like I forget. Why is Stardom separate from actual New Japan?
But that's Japanese wrestling in general. The women and men have always been separate. There's no...
They never wrestled.
If they wrestle, it's in like a
cultural thing.
Culture thing. But no, it's not that women and men can't wrestle in the same promotion.
DDT,
it's just,
they wrestle.
Yeah, DDT they wrestle, but it's just like sometimes with the big companies like Noah and all them stuff, they just keep the two things separate, innit? It's just...
Another thing as well, a match that you guys need to go Google when you go is watch Keith Lee versus Suzuki.
Man, I've heard about those matches, man. I've heard about those matches.
Suzuki's that guy, man. He's that guy, man. Listen, he's the best old man in wrestling, man. I'm so sorry. He's the best old man in wrestling. But yeah, so usually the guard is before my era, innit? So I've done like a few Googles on like how he was very influential for particularly companies like Noah and stuff like that. But in terms of like me having an investment in him personally, I wasn't there for that because I was... Like I said, I'm a Bushi Road guy. So I'm a Bushi Road guy. So I'm with the Okadas, the Hiroshi Tanahashis. When they bought Bushi, that's my era of New Japan. So usually Nagata is before my time. But at the end of the day, we're having the US title defended on national TV. Yeah, that is sick. Go on.
Would you say Nagata is a New Japan legend that? John Moxley is going against a New Japan legend.
He's a Japanese wrestling legend.
No, but he's a legend.
He's a
Japanese legend.
He's a Japanese
on Dynamite.
He hasn't just been in New Japan.
Man taught flipping Okada, fam. What? Okay. Trained Okada. Bro, I done my Googles, fam.
Yuji Nagata is a legend. Like, do you know what it is? Yuji Nagata, would have been bigger.
A treat then. Exactly. I hate JB though. Are you on troll? Don't do this to me. We're not gonna do this. You're on troll.
No cap. Dynamite's I look forward to Wednesday. Dynamite's my favorite show on TV. Look, no cap. I watch basketball every night on
TNT.
Yeah, on TNT, whatever. But on Wednesday, I watch Dynamite live and then watch basketball.
I can't like you're one guy. Whenever it comes to like writing comments on the group chat, you're the one that talks about.
AEW.
Yeah.
It's either
you,
apart from me,
my
apparently.
favorite in the whole world. Better than Power, Snowfall, all these other shit.
Smoking crack.
Dynamite is the best.
Better Snowfall.
Dynamite is my favorite show on all of TV.
Yeah, let's not go down the path.
Do you know what I'll say about Dynamite? Do you know what I'll say about Dynamite in general? Yeah. You see, I would say the best period of Dynamite in general
when it first started off.
No. See,
the build up to Revolution.
Revolution, I'm telling you.
But isn't that when it first started off?
Yeah, but that
end of the first year.
That was at the beginning, yeah. But
that's
you
what I'm saying.
No. But the first pay-per-view was Full Gear. So after Full Gear,
skip that pay-per-view. I mean, as in when they first actually came on our screens, like as in that first.
No, but
that was because the first.
But then their third year now, right?
Second.
Yeah.
Second.
They're doing their second year because they started.
It's 1 year because my son's born on the year.
So because when they first started, when they first came on Dynamite television,
this will be their second full year, but I think they're near their third year now. I guess.
Yeah, that wasn't a full year. That was, so basically, AEW started October the 3rd. I remember that day clearly.
October
the 3rd. I was 2019.
So obviously,
it's a full year then. That's the first year.
Yeah,
the Revolution would have been. Yes, I'm saying their first year was the best.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying the specific period in terms of like the best television they ever put on. Yeah, was January 2020 to In fact, I say right before COVID. Right before COVID.
When the fans were there, every show was amazing to watch. Let's be honest, even on the boat.
Bro, all the nuances of the storylines, of the interconnecting.
Hangman Page.
Everyone was different characters, but they all like had their own brains and interact with like real people. Like,
but you see that build to Revolution,
it just made sense.
The build to Revolution 2020, bro. The MJF versus Cody build was excellent. Hangman Page and basically the whole Elite build was excellent. Then you had obviously Orange Cassidy and Pac. The build for that was like more comedic, but the match paid off. Then you had Moxley versus Jericho, bro.
Moxley's debut was one debut that I can't lie. When I saw it live,
I lost my mind.
I said, wait,
screaming. What? When he pushed Kenny Omega off for the chips.
When he come through, like I said to him, I think 5 podcasts ago, I said, when people come through the crowd, it is so electrifying, bro.
Like the guy speaking in the ring, and then the anticipation builds, and you can hear it, and then they cut the right moment.
It was like a Mexican wave because you saw the fans started going like, and it's like coming.
And then Jo just rolled back the years with his commentary.
I think, correct me if I'm wrong here. You see Chris Jericho, and you think the fans are getting gashed for Jericho.
Yeah.
When they come to the wide, you see Moxley coming down the stairs from.
Everyone's confused. No, I don't forget the first episode of Dynamite. Yeah. Kenny Omega's having a match here. The John Moxley just comes up behind him and he slams him on the glass. I said, "What is this show,
man?
Like this is bad." So AEW, like from
that moment on, you knew,
it's magic, bro. Like it's magic, but like. Even this week's AEW card, the card looks sick because then you got Young Bucks versus SCU
and the stakes on that. If SCU lose, they break up.
They break up as a tag team.
Who knows what's gonna happen?
They could win again. They could win it again.
It's for the belts though. So who knows what's gonna happen?
I think SCU are losing. Young Bucks are gonna cheat, fam.
Let's see.
No, some of my
everything could happen and we don't even know. That's why it's so good. It's as equal. They can lose or they could win.
I don't think SCU is gonna break up. They shouldn't break up. So I think they'll win.
Do you think we're gonna see anything? Do you think we're gonna see anything from the John Moxley match?
I remember that.
What from John Moxley? Nah, I think the John Moxley match is gonna be a good, hard hitting man. New Japan match. Like I'm telling you, another John Moxley match to watch. I think New Japan put I don't know if it's still up right now, but they put all of John Moxley's matches. Watch his match with Suzuki. I'm telling you, John Moxley, but
it's just stuff that you don't believe. Like you wouldn't believe 2 years. Why are you spraying?
Would you sneeze on it?
Speak. Sorry.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe like John Moxley or AKA GD Namro going up against one of the most hard hitting New Japan wrestlers out there, like Minoru Suzuki.
Like you see, John Moxley, what he's done with his WWE career, like he shot a lot of people up. Because for me, I was not a Dean Ambrose fan post Shield. Now after Shield, I was like, Dean Ambrose, like I don't.
I was.
Like, it wasn't that he was dead yet. It was just like I just wasn't invested in what he was doing.
He wasn't dead, but realistically, everyone I know that watched wrestling was either a Seth guy or a Roman guy.
I was
after Shield. No, in Shield,
he was always the last guy realistically when it broke up.
When they broke up after because in Shield,
when it was on, he was their main guy. Really.
Yeah. But what John Moxley has done to revitalize his career, fam, like. We have to give.
Man said I'll debut in AEW. I said, you know what? I'll take New Japan as well. I'll go ahead and win their title.
He was having a nice period there, man.
He's so sick, man.
Speaking of John Moxley though, obviously tomorrow, correct me if I'm wrong, tomorrow's Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Which means a new episode of Darkside of the Ring. Mm-hmm. And this time we're getting Nick Gage. If you might know about Nick Gage, you know that man's on shanks and bats and gats and all types of stuff, like
glass.
Deathmatch, yeah. He's trying to be that deathmatch king, unless he's the deathmatch king.
Nick Gage.
Anita is.
Oh, okay.
Is any a deathmatch?
Yeah, barbed wire deathmatch.
Obviously, prior to that, we had the Brian Pillman documentary that dropped. That documentary is one of my saddest documentaries ever. I think when Brian Pillman Jr. started speaking about his previous life and stuff, a part of me felt like this sounds like something I've seen like a Nollywood film. You see, when you watch Nollywood films, there'll be like a scene where, for example, say if the father dies, and after the stepmom comes in, and the stepmom starts treating the son bad, he sleeps in the thing. You know what I mean? Abusing. After the next thing you know, the child becomes a millionaire. The stepmom's now like, you got what I mean? It's a mad story, fam. I really felt sorry for him, man. Like, it hit me.
Man. I can't remember feel like wrestling can kind of save Brian Pillman Jr. from like despair.
From stuff, But Josh, man, he did. Apparently, his sister said that he was like, you never would thought he would get into wrestling because he's in his room all the time.
Yeah, because even if you look at from the interview, Brian Pillman Jr. is like he's not like his dad. Like he's a complete different. He's just a very calm guy. And the thing is, it's just like. What one part that weirded me out was when they were talking about the interview that Brian Pillman's ex-wife. What was her name?
I forgot her name.
I can't remember. But when Brian Pillman died, and then Vince did the interview.
That was mad.
Vince did the interview on cam. I was like, bruv, that's.
I think her name was Melinda.
Was it?
I don't know.
I know it starts with an M, but I can't remember the full name. I'm not gonna butcher it.
That was mad. Vince was out of pocket for that.
Vince was out. Your interview with a grieved woman talking about how do you think he died and rare tear.
Yeah.
He said he blamed on the drugs straight away. He's like, was it the drugs and stuff?
Yeah, he said he wouldn't ask that.
They still asked it, and it was like
one thing I'll say. One thing I was taking away. One thing I've taken away from that documentary is the fact that, fam, Brian Pillman has to be one of the best characters in wrestling. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah. He broke that
on mic. On mic, even his earlier work when he was in WCW with the Hollywood Blondes with Steve Austin, I had to go watch that back. Even when he came to WWE for a bit, his stuff he was doing in WWE, his debut at ECW, fam. Honestly, and we're not going to talk about that.
Honestly, he was like a CM Punk before his time. No.
Honestly,
I didn't want to say that, but
I'm sorry,
he broke that wall down. He broke the wall down.
I'm gonna put this on.
He didn't know if it was real or fake. He didn't know what.
If I'm on this podcast, please, when you mention CM Punk here, I wasn't involved. I don't get it.
But you know what I'm saying? You don't know if it was real or fake. That's what Pillman was doing. He's like,
you don't know if it was fake.
I was like, is he taking the title? Is he leaving WWE?
Oh, that, yeah. Okay,
it's like a loose cannon. Like Pillman was on anything. Like breaking that.
You know what JR said? You know what JR said? JR said, yeah, Pillman had a car accident, right? And I was saying how like he had an accident or something happened to him, and man, he's gonna come back as flipping the evil Shawn Michaels.
Yeah,
he's gonna get face. He's gonna get plastic surgery to come back as the evil Shawn Michaels. Do you know how tapped that is?
Wow. Brian Pillman, from what I got from the documentary, was just somebody like who was always trying to push the needle forward when it came to like character work in there. And if he had to cross the line, he'd cross it in.
Even when he went up at Vince, when he went up on Vince.
Yeah, when he went up at Vince, our party
fam,
and just started being goofy. I was like, bro, this guy was mad. Like it's unfortunate that the wrestling business was what it was back then. Like people didn't really pay attention to what was going on.
Stone Cold, like.
Yeah, that was mad.
So obviously, he just said Stone Cold just go to the yard, do a scene, like do a segment,
and he just put out.
They didn't know
because they improvised.
They
improvised.
I just backed out a little remote thing, like.
And then Vince had to apologize for that, and it was like
TVA.
Yeah, that Brian Pillman documentary was sad, man, because just obviously we saw what happened to his kids and all of that stuff, like the predicament they were put in. I'm happy now that they've all blessed it. Well, they've all blessed it. Well, the aunt was the glue that held everything together. Obviously,
big up Aunt Linda.
Yeah, big up Aunt Linda, man. But obviously, Brian Pillman's ex-wife, the relationships between them and the kids.
Janky.
Yeah, man.
No, I just want to say a big shout out and special thanks to WWE linking up with NBC or Peacock or whatever. Because since they've joined Peacock, I don't know if this is related to this AE partnership or whatever, but all this content that they're releasing, like with Treasures and these documentaries,
it's the best segue for it.
It's just mad. Like, I love Network's worth paying for now. Like, do you know what I mean? It's worth.
What the Macho Man?
Lay on the table,
bruv. Macho though.
All these jobs are phenomenal.
Listen.
Before you lay on the table, Booker T. Did you watch Booker T?
I didn't watch the Booker T one.
You
cover Booker T first.
Cover your Macho Man.
I'll cover
Booker
T.
Okay. I watched the Macho Man Savage. That one was
Savage.
They violated Macho Man Randy Savage, and that documentary should have been called Darkside of the Ring. It should have been called. That should have been the Darkside of the Ring episode, because what they did with Macho Man, right? They covered his career, but what they did, they covered it very briefly. They did like cliff notes. When you're revising at uni, cliff notes, but they didn't go into
go to depth. Well, I think the best thing about that documentary is when Ricky Dragon Steamboat was talking about how
they broke down the match. Yeah, bro.
Do you know how many holds man had? Had 50 like when the page. Yeah, I thought up to 59. Bro, like the match starts like this. Hold one, and obviously because Ricky's like he's commentating over it. It's like hold one, Whole two.
Yeah. So literally, at WrestleMania 3, their whole plan was to upstage Hulk Hogan. So Ricky,
because Hogan was Andre the Giant.
Yeah. So their plans are, listen, we're gonna have it was Andre the Giant. We're gonna have the match of the night. So what they did, what Macho Man and Ricky the Dragon did, they said, cool. We're gonna memorize every spot in this match. They said it's like up to 2 pages of spots. And then what they do, they quiz each other every day. So it'd be like, okay, after spot 33, what happens? And then Macho Man will be like, this happens. And they planned the match.
Ricky Dragon was like, fam, what the hell are you doing? He was pissed off with him, fam. He was like, how am I gonna remember this stuff? Yeah. As soon as they got into the ring, they remembered it. After Macho Man, what did Macho Man say? When he pinned him? He goes, we got it. He goes, Dragon. I think he said Steamboat or Dragon. He goes, we got him. We got him.
Yeah.
Wow. That was a nice one.
They nailed it, innit?
Bro, they did nail it, man.
So that was a good part, yeah. Obviously, they touched upon the relationship he had with Elizabeth, which had undertones of stuff. But what I didn't like about
that was stuff that
it's rocky at best. Let's just say it's rocky at best.
I knew about stuff in it.
Yeah, but what I didn't like about the documentary is that, fam, they did so many things, yeah, to like, they took bare jabs at Macho Man. They tried, like, for example, there'll be a time, yeah, where they'll be like, Macho Man is great, but he was no Hulk Hogan. Macho Man was great, but, you know, it's like, bruv, and
I think in terms of, okay, let me, not to be Trumpish, innit? I'm not a Trumpish guy, but to balance out that thing, I do get where they're coming from. In terms of star power, back in the day, what? Are we not gonna do? Are we gonna?
I'm just shaking my head.
Star power back in the day.
I hear it.
You mentioned Hulk Hogan. You can't put Macho Man next to it.
But this is a documentary commemorating Macho Man.
That's what I'm gonna get to. So if a documentary commemorating Macho Man, why are we now talking about Hulk Hogan?
That's what I'm saying.
Why don't we celebrate the life of Macho Man, which is meant to?
Yo, so running. That was basically what. That was basically. So I wasn't alive during that time, and it's not really my era. But that was basically what the storyline was. It was Macho Man, and you had Elizabeth, but then there was that Hulk Hogan come in, and then he just
no. What happened was steeper than that. So basically, Macho Man never used to let anyone talk to Elizabeth.
Never. He used to lock her in the locker room.
So I think there was a period of time where obviously Hulk Hogan and Macho Man became cool, and I think there was an instance where I think they were breaking up, or had a divorce or something.
Mm-hmm.
And after Macho Man found out that she was in Hulk Hogan's house,
mm-hmm.
and Macho Man got angry by that. And after that's when the Mega Powers broke up. And they had beef in real life, and they also had beef.
Wow. Yeah, but it's like I'll put it this way. Imagine we're doing a documentary about Mankind, but everyone's like, but he was no Rock or Austin though, but Mankind was good. Yeah, it's backhand. What I didn't like about the documentary, it was mad backhanded compliment.
And it was something that man can't even speak for himself.
For himself, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and the thing is, Macho Man doesn't.
Yes, clear the table before I say that. I don't want to sound like an enabler, because some of the stuff that, what's the name again? George, what's the name again?
George's
something.
Gorgeous
George said. It's a bit mad.
It was a bit mad.
I'm not gonna be one of them guys that sound like an enabler, but I do feel like certain things could have, you know what I mean?
There are definitely elements.
Could have been left for another episode of Darkside of the Ring, because sorry, bro. If you see the whole tone of the biographies, it's been very like this is where man's come from. Macho Man ran the Savage to be a baseball player. It was very tough for him. He's now gone into WWE, done his best at WWE, gone to WCW, then bam, done. But they've gone deep inside.
Did he even touch upon how big the Mega Powers were? Yeah, they didn't touch upon how big the Mega Powers were.
The impact of them.
They didn't touch on that. All they wanted to talk. They constantly spoke about, like, you have to watch it to understand what I'm talking about. But it was very for every compliment they gave, it was always something. It was always like an insult behind it.
One step forward, two step
back. Basically, it was like if they did the Dark Side of the Ring right now about Jeff Hardy, they would have focused on all the titles they won and focused on that WWE Championship victory, which is one of the best championship victories I've ever seen from an underdog like Jeff Hardy. They'll just focus on all the negatives about. Yeah, but
the thing is about Macho Man, is that he has a historic, they didn't touch upon because what I wanted to do, guys, somebody like who didn't grow up there, I wanted to watch this documentary and really get an understanding of who Macho Man was. And for me, I didn't get that. All I got was Macho Man is like, it's mad. It's done out here.
I can't lie. I'll be like, okay, I'll put it this way. If a fan were to watch, what was the first episode that dropped?
Stone Cold.
If I was to watch Stone Cold's episode, they'll watch it, be like, oh, this guy was sick. But then again, they'll get a little glimpse of what happened with him and his sons and blah, blah, daughters and stuff. And be like, oh, that's sad. I wish he could have. Watch the Booker T one. Oh, that's a mad story. I'm so proud of her where he's become. Cool. Roddy Piper, same thing. But Macho Man, you watch it, be like, yo, this guy's a bit creepy, fam.
Yeah.
And even when Gorgeous George was speaking about the whole him finding about the cameras and stuff, the music they playing in the background was very jokey.
But sinister, fam.
It wasn't sinister. It was quite jokey. You know,
swear.
It was very like all this like. Fam,
they're taking a piss. They don't take it seriously.
Yeah.
Like they made Macho Man look nut, bruv, and I'm so.
I ain't watched it yet, but all I want to say is, like, from what I'm gathering from this whole documentary is it's different to the other ones. And
very different. Very different.
To big someone up, you don't have to put someone down to big someone up. You know what I mean?
And it felt like the Hulk Hogan show.
You have to bring up Hulk Hogan. Like, just say, Savage was good, right? Macho Man Savage was good. He's very captivating. You don't have to say, he's no Hulk Hogan.
But then again,
they kept talking about, what I didn't like here was that it was Hulk Hogan and one of his friends, the radio host, They kept talking about how they were taking the piss out of Macho Man on radio. And I was like, bro, like, why are we, like, I understand you want to tell the full story, but the story you're telling already has a lot of negative elements to it. So it's like, bro, like, what are you, man, doing?
Every single person's biography.
Hulk Hogan, so what? Like, Hulk Hogan, I'm so sorry.
I don't know what they've done, though.
Like, this guy is an egomaniac, bro. He's an egomaniac. Like, I don't, like, cool. What he's done for wrestling, Hulk Hogan, I hear it. But, like, no. Like, especially with this Macho Man one, no, bro. Like, you have to, of course he was, we're talking about Booker T now, but the overall Macho Man one, like, I was disappointed.
You know,
very disappointed.
For me, when I watch certain things, I watch it for tone. So if I'm watching a WWE 24, was it 24 Chronicle? I watch that for the tone. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm going to learn how this guy, I'm going to learn the build up to what a WrestleMania or build up to when Damien Priest became a WWE superstar. Cool. The tone there is nice. If I'm watching Darkside of the Ring, I know the tone's going to be very dark and very like, oh my gosh, I'm scared. I'm shook. I'm watching a biography and I know that the tone there is going to be very like sympathetic and very like championing. Like when I'm done, I'm inspired. You know what I mean? But that could easily be the Dark Side of the Ring, bro.
Bro,
the last 30 minutes of it could have been the Dark Side of the Ring.
I was watching it, I was like, I'm uncomfortable. Like, I was watching this, I said...
I messaged in the group chat, I was like, bro, what the flip is this, bro?
I said, man. But Booker T in it. Yeah. I did Kunle.
Cool, yes, we got Booker T. I just got Booker T, though. Booker T's documentary, Booker T's biography, I think, for me, is one of the best biographies ever. So his story is mad. Like, it's sad, bro. Like, his mum passed away.
He was technically an orphan, innit? He was
technically an orphan, yeah. And they were living in an abandoned house.
No dad, no mom, like, just on his own.
Yeah. In an abandoned house for time. So his mum passed away because there was something with the fan. Yeah, upstairs. And no one wanted to go fix it. So she's gone up the stairs and she's tried to fix the fan and she's dropped like
through the roof, basically.
Through the roof. And she's like, her back's done, innit? So I think as time went on, it worsened and she passed away, unfortunately. And Booker T had to basically like learn from the streets, robbing plugs, like robbing like food, like mad food, like big food, robbing shops. He used to work at Wendy's, innit? Yeah. And after apparently they robbed Wendy's 26 times.
Yeah, he robbed his own joint. He knew the pattern.
He's working at Wendy's, but he robbed it 26 times. Yeah. And after like it was only like he's gone bin now. He's gone bin for 5 years. 5 years. I don't know for 5 years.
It was 4 or 5 years, but I think he came out after like 2.
He came after 2.5, and after he's come out and after his brother Steve Ray
got his education.
He got his education.
He had no education. He was just out on the streets and just doing road.
Mad stuff. I wouldn't even think that.
He was like 13 or 14 when his mum died or something like that. Yeah. Like, he was young. Like,
I wouldn't even have thought that Booker T would have been on that sort of stuff, innit?
It makes sense.
But then again,
he's from Harlem.
I can see. No, he's not.
He's not.
Where's he from? Texas.
Yeah. Houston. Houston hangover.
So the Harlem Heat was a few.
We're gonna get onto that. So basically, Stevie Ray's like basically like said, you know, I'm gonna try and get you a job at where I work, innit? And Stevie Ray's got him the job there, and after they realised that he's got a criminal record, and they're like, cool, we can't have you on anymore. But I can make you work for someone else, innit? So work for someone else, and after eventually, his old manager was like, his old work employee was like, you should join a wrestling school. So he paid for Booker T's wrestling school. Sponsored him. And it was Ivan Putski's wrestling school. And from there, they went to like a GWF. Global Wrestling Federation, yeah. And after, he said the first time he went there, there was no black fans. And they were saying racist stuff to him. And Booker T was getting a bit amped. He was getting amped. And after...
G.I. Bro.
And after he was G.I. Bro at the time. No, this is before he was G.I. Bro. So he's in the G.I. Bro stuff, yeah. Then when he became a tag team with his brother Stevie Ray, there was a moment in the match where there was bare white fans just booing him. Man busted Spinaroonie.
Just racist, just saying everything. N-word, everything.
Man stuff to him, fam. He busted Spinaroonie, and after ever, he won all the fans like that.
Literally, it was like a Rocky movie.
Yeah, it was like
done Spinaroonie. Yeah, like man knocked it.
He knocked him down.
It went like a normal Spinaroonie. He just done it for
bants. For bants.
This one he done it in game, like in
the
motion.
match.
Like someone knocked him down. Yeah,
and
instead of kipping up, he just Spinaroonie backed up. Yeah,
the
whole fans lost their mind.
There's like beat him book.
Yeah, beat him book. All the fans are saying N-word this. They're all cheering for him now.
Fam.
He just flipped
After
switch.
Steve Ray was like, wait, what? This is mad, fam. And after from there, they went to WCW, and this is how Harlem Heat came from. So I think the book at the time was like, oh, what do you want to call yourselves or something like that? And they're like, they didn't want to call themselves the Ebony Experience, what they called themselves before. So they were like, where you guys are from? I think they said they're going to call themselves the Houston Heat. Yeah. But they said the Houston Heat doesn't hit because Houston wasn't as popular at the time, innit? So it's like, oh, let's call ourselves the Harlem Heat. So they might have to do their research on bare stuff, and they're saying that how like bare black people from Harlem will come up to me like, yo, you went to my school, right? And Booker T be like, yeah, I went to your school. He basically had to agree because he wasn't from there, innit? It's funny, but fam,
even in their promos, they need to make up like, oh yeah, on 56th and 7th Street.
Remember
when I went to Arnie's and I went to Arnie's and I caught man lacking.
Like, they'll say some mad stuff.
Making up these mad locations in Harlem, like just jamming it. Do you know what I mean? It was so hard.
But it was sick, man. I enjoyed it, man.
They didn't even want. They were even only WCW. Realistically, they were only looking for Stevie Ray in it.
Yeah, they were looking for Stevie Ray. Yeah,
Stevie Ray up in
and
it.
Booker T turned up.
Booker T just rolled up in it with his brother, or whatever.
So did he get into like his WCW like championship one?
Yeah. And then they asked me like, oh, yeah, this Stevie Ray, who's that in it? And it's like, oh yeah, it's my brother in it. And then they were like, oh, what does he work in it? He was like, yeah, he works in it. What, have you tagged together? And then they looked at each other and they're like, yeah.
But these time they've never
tagged together.
They've tagged against each other.
Been opposite teams in it. So they're like, yeah, it's not really a gas in it. They have tagged together, I guess, in it. Then they just.
Do you know what? As a black person watching that, I was smiling a few times. I caught myself smiling a few times.
No, I can imagine.
Now Booker T,
because I'm like, yo, this is nuts. Man's brought his own flavour into the ring, fam. Man used to dance. He said that man used to dance at his cousin's house. So they managed to bust a Spinaroonie all the time. And the fact that he's brought it to the wrestling ring is that, for example, us is that if I bust a Zonto, and I took that to the wrestling ring, and now that's become a global phenomenon. Everyone's doing it. Hey, there's Zonto, fam.
How mad that is.
And then his life, bro, like I ended up smiling at the end, fam. I could have cried.
Fam, then he met Charmel.
A bit longer.
It's so
when he met
wavy,
Charmel, it's a nice documentary as a black.
I'll definitely watch it. I'll definitely watch it.
It just makes you rate Booker T so
much. I rate him, bro. That's why I can't call him that word anymore.
He's not. The feud with Austin, it was just man. He worked his way up.
Yeah, listen, we need to discuss
bro.
Booker T's debut on WWE television.
That's one of the best debuts ever.
Fam.
That's one of the best.
Have you not seen it?
Came in and smashed Austin.
He came through the crowd and smashed Austin.
No, it was nuts.
Fam, and you know smart about Booker T,
the blue hell.
At the time, I said in the group chat, bro. Whenever I used to watch WCW on flipping Channel 5, or Cartoon Network back in the day, I used to say to my brothers and my cousins, I used to be like, yo, I would love to see this guy against The Rock. I would love to see this guy in WWE one day, because I feel like WCW, they're not really using him that much. He was like, obviously in WCW, he was fighting like people, but it was NWO's show, so there was no place for him in it. But when he came to WWE with that, I don't know if it's like an alligator, fam,
kind of Versace,
and it was bare baggy and stuff. Like I was like, fam, and you know Booker T moves like, he's got like a charisma, a sense of charisma, fam.
You feel it,
yeah, bro. Even when he won, I think you're smart about it. It's a blessing in disguise from because when he's now left, when Hulk Hogan's left, he's got a title shot straight away, bam, on the plate. And Vince Russo's like, cool, tonight you're gonna fight Jeff Jarrett, and he won the first championship. You guys need to watch it, man.
No, I'm definitely gonna watch Booker T's career. I'm thinking, and when I talk about Booker T, in a maybe negative light, I'm never talking about him as a competitor. I'm never talking about him as a wrestler. I'm only talking about his statements made towards.
There's a scene on the documentary where he was backstage with Big E and he was actually giving Big E lecturing him. So I feel like what Booker T's done, I'm not speaking. I'm not there. I'm just
carried across for everyone else.
I feel like what he's done is that sometimes he says some mad stuff. He's basically like that uncle or the dad that they'll say some mad stuff about you to their family, or they'll compare you to look at Auntie Aguilera's son. Yeah. But this time they really, do you know what I mean? They really mean well for you.
I'll watch it.
But watch it.
Yeah,
I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
You know, like remember he's an orphan. No one ever asked him, "What do you want to be when you grow up?"
Yeah, that's what I was.
No one. That's when I knew.
Yeah.
No one asked him, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" But when he won his first ever TV title in WCW, he feels like it felt right. Like this is like, he felt like this is what I want to be when I grow up. But he's an older man now, thinking back like this. If someone asked me, this is what I wanted to be. Like I feel it now. Like he felt correct. Like, do you know what I mean? On his way up to the top.
Booker's definitely a legend. Like 100%. I'll definitely check it out.
Actually watch that tonight.
I'll definitely check it out.
See Marcus as well. That was gold.
No, that's iconic, man. That's iconic.
It was Darkside A&E.
That was A&E.
What do you mean? Supermarket scene?
No, he's asking if the
sorry. Hey, that can't be Darkside.
No.
Booker T ain't got Darkside.
There's one episode of Darkside that's coming out this season. Yeah, I cannot wait to watch it.
Which one?
Aeroplane. WWF.
Oh, they're playing right from hell.
Play right from hell.
I don't know.
And the career thing when
the career. Yeah, I know about the career
You
stuff.
know when Brock Lesnar was meant to be scrambling like Mr. Perfect on the plane, like. And then the door needs.
It's like the Scott Hall thing when Scott Hall drank too much, and after he started to play around everyone.
There was madness happening on that flight, you know.
There was bad stuff happening, but we'll find out.
I think that's. I don't know if that's the episode.
It might be, yeah. We'll find out in it. But apparently this season's going to be split into two parts in it. So season 3, part 1, season 2.
Oh, all the stupid haters, man. I hate
Is there somebody that you want to see on Dark Side of the Ring that hasn't been announced yet?
Doink the Clown.
Doink. We've got a checkered past, yeah.
His story is mad still. So when he's now left WWE, he's left WWE now. He's now gone to ECW in it, and he's playing Born Again. Matt Born in it, playing a Born Again character, and it's like basically wearing the Doink the Clown clothes. And he's always sending for Vince and stuff, but this time there was another person that says Doink the Clown on WWE. Do you know what I mean? So it's just it's nuts, man. He started to sound a bit psycho in the end, apparently having beef with bare people and stuff. I love to know.
Have they done Warrior yet?
That's this season.
Warrior. I need to see that.
And they're talking about the steroids case as well. You know about steroid case? They're not pumping steroid into Hulk Hogan's arm after they first clocked him. Yeah, I didn't like that as well. The fact that she mentioned that Macho Man Randy Savage's dad was putting steroids in Macho Man's arm. That was a bit mad. But yeah.
But then they don't talk about Hulk Hogan. F this guy, man.
The Steamboat one was mad. Last season's Steamboat episode was mad.
What's your season? Steamboat?
Remember this season 3 and it starts. Remember season 2?
What happened to Steamboat?
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
What happened? Remember again?
He was on the man thing. Like, he was on.
No,
his girlfriend.
No. You're not talking about Steamboat. Don't do that.
That was Steamboat, bro.
Jimmy.
Snooker.
Don't do that.
Steamboat was just that.
Steamboat will never be on Dark Side of the Ring for that.
Snooker. No, Steamboat is Jimmy. Yeah, Superfly Snooker. Yeah.
NXT guys, what are we saying? This new faction, Hit Row. Was it?
Hit Row.
Yeah. Hit
Row
Records.
I might just start watching NXT again just for this faction. Yeah. Top dollar, bam. That promo that it cut, fam. I mean, the other two they can improve, but Top Dollar was ready, fam. Right. I'm not even sure he's gonna be in action or anything, but Top Dollar.
It has to be. Man was supremed out, fam.
I knew there was something, yeah. When it was last week's NXT. When Top Dollar, now I know his name. When Top Dollar took I was gonna say Rich Swann, Leon Ruff. Wow, when he took Leon Ruff, he had said, "Sit your ass down," and then he slammed it. I said, "This guy's got charisma." Then when I saw the promo, I was like. Super, shout out to Super. He put something funny in the group chat. We compared him to Suge Knight, and I was like, "Fam, yeah."
Now he's basically fam.
He's Suge Knight, fam.
Have you seen him in the Hidden Treasure show?
Nah, I don't.
He's got my personality, fam.
Yeah, Treasures.
Nah,
he's got my personality. He's funny.
Like anti-roadshow guy, like
he's like anti-roadshow guy. Yeah. Him and Undertaker's episodes quite jokes. Yeah, proper like.
But I'm liking this whole.
They're very current. They're very in the trends.
It's basically Death Row.
Yeah, Death Row. Yeah,
Death Row Records because his promo is kind of rapping-ish, innit? So, but
they're all rappers.
They all make music.
Yeah.
They all make music.
I don't know about Scott. Does he make music?
Yeah, he knows bare musicians, you know. He had Donnell Rollins. I mean, not Donnell Rollins. Donnell Jones on his show, on his podcast.
Yeah, you think they're trying to rival the Acclaimed?
Oh, blood.
Hey, quick one.
That's what we're not gonna do.
No, quick one. Everyone can just go into our figure. What's the AEW Dark one?
Yeah, that was sick.
I didn't even watch Green Lots, but I popped for that one.
All of them, because the guy that Isaiah Scott's with, I think I can't remember his name. Morrissey. He does the opening entrance for Sammy Guevara.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but they've had bare. They've had
the rapper guy.
Yeah, they've had bare different musicians on the show. I can't think of the top of the head, and all of them man are bare close. I don't know if it's them, but I think it's them. I think them man are bare close to Flatbush Zombies as well.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah, I know Big Swole because Big Swole and Isaiah Scott are like this in it. Them man are close to Flatbush Zombies, so it's like
even what's the was it B? What's the lady? What's the lady? The woman that's part of the roster. The woman that's part of the faction. B something.
Beef.
Yeah, Beef. I don't want to get a name.
Shout out to her, fam.
She said that she was on stage with Juicy J. She was on a tour with him or something like that.
Yeah,
half industry, half wrestling.
That's sick, man.
Yeah, man, it's sick, man.
I hope. Look, listen. I want to pray right now. Yeah, I pray and I soak every single member of that faction. Brother Jesus, that they will last for long. Jesus. I don't know quick flipping. What do you call it? Her business. I want longevity. I want people to sign up to this record label and getting bumped and turn around and going, yo.
In a 360 deal, my friend.
Right, as soon as Triple H becomes convinced, then they're going to the top.
I wanna agree with you. I wanna believe.
Yeah. But this guy must have a stroke. He's in Treasures, isn't it? They must like him a bit.
Bro, he's the main character on
Treasures and Treasures. He's the main guy on the show. He's in every episode without fail.
No, this is what I'm saying. NXT, they will flourish. NXT don't do man them wrong. Do you think Vince is gonna look at them and really understand it?
This is it. This is the trick. This is the glitch. This is the cheat code.
You can't just say Triple H.
Vince should not be able to touch them, man. Leave it as that. Because once their merch starts to drop and people start clocking, oh wow, these.
You say that. You say that, but Vince, he will touch. You
come and tamper with it.
He will touch it. So I want to be proved. You see things like this. People think I want to be proven wrong. I want to be wrong. NXT, they have because they're going to be in NXT for a minute.
Yeah, of course.
Them man are going to do well. But when they get to the main roster, will Vince understand it? Yeah, because we said the same thing. How the Hurt Business are a sure thing. They can never do it, and then they've finished it.
This is the thing, though.
They've finished it. Retribution, they finished it.
That was done.
Like they finished a lot of things. I don't trust these, man. Prove me wrong.
You know, this is the thing, though, NK. I feel like with this hit row thing, I don't feel like it should be a thing where they should try and like gravitate to the main roster. I think it should be a thing where it's like they get wrestlers and put them in a deal, and after they bump them, do you know what I mean? So, for example, Isaiah Scott needs to be the leader of that. He's like the record.
You know, facts.
Whoever wants to leave during that time, they can leave, but they'll bring in someone else to replace them. It could be Parker Badu. It could be what's the new guy that WWE signed recently. Scott Steiner's son. It could be anyone that they bring into this clan or bring into this faction. Like, yo, cool. You work for us. You do how many matches, but then you have to represent Hit Row Records. If you don't represent them,
they're gonna be sick.
Take a certain percentage of your fees. You know what I mean?
They're gonna be sick. I'm very excited for what they do. They got a long day. I'm very excited for what they do.
They need much. You don't need much. Like, do you know Death Row Records? Yeah. You see when they got like Snoop Dogg here and they got that shadow sort of thing. Yeah, bro. Let me find it for you, man. They need something. They need merch that has all their faces like this.
I'm gonna find out as well.
Oh, I think about the black and white thing with the heads like.
Yeah, bro. They need merch like this, bro.
They
need merch like this. Look, okay, look. They need merch like that.
Facts.
They need merch like that. Yeah, fam.
Facts.
Pause the video there.
Just to zoom in, fam. Yeah. What else happened on SmackDown Raw? Do you wanna go through that quickly? I'll go through Ask Wrestlings.
Raw SmackDown. You better take.
SmackDown. You see Roman Reigns and he break character?
Yeah, he was bare giggling.
Oh, Paul.
I don't blame him though. Paul Heyman done it on purpose.
Ding ding.
Done it on purpose, man.
Violated. Well,
Jimmy Uso's back.
Yeah, I like that. He came back on crud still.
That was a bit awkward though.
Yeah, it was a bit.
I'm not a bitch, fam. Don't talk to me like.
I'm talking about when he actually came to the ring and after he was greeting thingy. I think he tried to like shoulder barge Paul Heyman in it. We had to like dance it back. Do you know watch it back? Watch it back. It's bare funky, fam.
It's like what he's back now, and he was happy with them at the start, and then near the end of the show, Roman basically just saying, "I am not see Jimmy, acknowledge me." And then it's like,
so what do you think it's gonna be a feud between Jimmy and Roman, or do you think it's gonna be a feud between the Uso brothers themselves?
So a quick one, yeah. I saw a notification. And Goldberg's returning on SmackDown this
God forbid.
Definitely not watching that then.
Man said Goldberg.
why?
Goldberg, yeah. The thing is, what's he gonna do though?
Fuck off! Why?
We have to wait and see, innit? We have to Roman Reigns again, innit? Let's see.
Jesus. But yeah, what was I saying? I was saying that do you think Jimmy's gonna beef Jay?
Brothers.
Yeah.
I hope not.
I feel like there's gonna be a thing where Jimmy's gonna speak to Jay and be like, "Yo, bro, you need to be better than this, man. Like, you can't be doing that. Like, it's gonna be one of them things, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Jay was basically trying to
sound mad. Pause it, yeah. But Jimmy's gonna have to beat sense into him. That's not I'm gonna say something else, but Jimmy's gonna have to beat sense into him.
Yeah, because it makes sense because would it make sense for Jimmy to join Roman straight away because he was the one in the Hell in Cell match, telling screaming at Roman like why are you doing this? Like it's enough's enough.
Eventually, Jimmy needs to fall in line so they can form the bloodline and terrorize WWE.
That's all we want.
I don't think the bloodline's. I think
that's what we want. Roman Reigns and the Usos just terror. Imagine Usos with the belts. And
you need more people.
You need one more.
You need more people for that bloodline, man.
Maybe another.
Terrorize the whole.
Maybe another.
Belts. Imagine Usos had attack belts.
Maybe.
To be fair, Usos.
Go on.
Are very sick tag team.
Maybe another Fatu.
Bring me that Jacob Fatu.
Bring me that Jacob Fatu.
Bring me that Samoan. Bring me that Samoan.
Intercontinental champion.
What?
Fatu.
Jacob Fatu. You know Jacob Fatu? MLW.
Yeah, all of them holding all the belts.
All the belts.
Oh yeah.
Sir, give him all the belts.
Bloodline has all the gold.
Bring me Fatu now. Bring me Fatu now. Like bring. Is it? Who's the other one as well? There's another.
Seth.
Bring.
I don't know that one still. I don't know Jacob
Fatu's cousin or brother.
I think it's the Usos' younger brother. I think.
Yeah. Fatu's on MLW, don't I know Fatu's.
Yeah, bruv, that family.
Where does Seth wrestle?
Sefa. He's about though.
He's about independence. He's just around the scenes, innit? Like in a couple years, I think they're all gonna be in the one place, innit? I don't see. How could you?
By then, Usos will be veterans though. I reckon by then Usos will be kind of.
How old are Usos anyway?
This could be next year, bro.
You reckon next year they'll link up?
I
reckon.
I mean, it's not matter.
Fans are coming back. They want to spice things up. MLW's collaborating with WWE very soon, so let's not ruin anything.
That's true then. Yeah.
They say they collaborate with WWE. I think it's going to be an NXT thing again.
But if they put Jacob Fatu in NXT, I can't.
It's got to be
run riot though.
He'll do bits. He'll do bits.
Oh my god!
What?
Carrying who?
It'll be like Samoa Joe again.
Carrying who?
Jacob Fatu versus Adam Cole. Jacob Fatu versus Finn Balor. Jacob Fatu versus Kyle O'Reilly. Jacob Fatu. There's bare man in NXT that Jacob Fatu would do bits.
One of those matches is a squash.
Which one?
I don't know, but one of those is a squash. That's what I'm saying.
That's techie stuff.
A dominant run.
Yeah.
Coming on smoke.
Ask Wrestlings where we ask you, what's it called again? Ask you, the viewers or the listeners, to send us questions. Cool. First question we got here, big up Andrew Britt Rest. He says, Isaiah and his new faction, Hit Row, what do we think? Personally, I love it.
I love it as well, man.
I'm interested. Thumbs up. Therefore, thumbs up. Very invested.
How invested are you though?
I'd say 8 out of 10.
That's a 9 out of 10.
So, Psycho Walker asked, people seem to be agreeing with Bully Ray with his whole Kenny Omega not wearing his Impact title as Nakazawa carried them. Then why don't they complain about when Ultimate Dragon done the same thing with the J Crown at WCW? What? J Crown and WCW Cruiserweight title in Starrcade 96 and Tokyo Dome 97. To be honest, I'm not fully educated on.
Nah, me neither.
I knew that Ultimate Dragon had.
He had cruiserweight titles.
Cruiserweight title, but it's a different. I don't know. It's a different thing for me, man.
Like I said, I wasn't. Fam, I wasn't even born.
Can we just call a spade, bro? We're comparing a cruiserweight title to a flipping heavyweight title, bro.
Yeah, really.
But what Ultimate Dragon did was very like
he was doing that belt collection.
It
was very historic.
But
you can't compare heavyweight title, the number one title of a company, to the cruiserweight belt.
But once you say the number one title of the company, what they bro that.
Well, do you agree with Bully Ray or do you
hell yeah, I agree with Bully Ray.
Okay.
The hell? Do you agree with Bully Ray?
I don't see that much of an issue with it, innit?
Bro, why?
Wait. So basically, people have a problem with
why does it have to take for Bear Man to keep? Why does it take for Bear Man to get onto man for him to realize, cool, let me put the towels on my waist. So that's when he took that picture.
Yeah, that's when he
But he took the piss though.
He's trying to pitch. That's what I'm saying. But why does he have to take that?
Last week.
Wait. So basically, people.
But that was on Impact. He's been had 3 titles on Impact.
He comes on Impact 3 titles.
Yeah, it's only on Dynamite. He's been had 3 titles on Impact.
Okay, cool. Forgive me for that.
He's been had.
Dynamite. Bro, what? Do you know what I mean?
I think because in that segment with Tony Schiavone, he had the AEW title around his waist, and then Brown Nakazawa was literally holding the rest, even the AAA championship. So I think it was a matter of which segment. Well, which segment that Kenny's in throughout the week has the same importance, has the most importance, and which belt should he wear for that segment?
I just think, I don't know, like we alluded to this on Instagram Live. I really think that there is a corporate studio element to this in terms of TNT.
We said that on the mini.
Yeah, we said that on the mini. I feel like because it doesn't make sense. Why these man can showcase the whole IWGP US title like
this in your face.
This do a whole promo segment with Yuji Nagata, and even before that when Kenta came, they did a whole like segment, and then with Kenny Omega, it's like he's barely. I feel like maybe this is me grasping at straws in it, but I just feel, and especially on Impact, he holds the titles like this all the time on Impact. Like he's done it multiple times, so it's not like. I just think I don't know. It may be some corporate nonsense to it.
It might be. Do you know? Eventually, we'll find that soon.
We'll find out the truth. But I can't lie. The 3 belts thing that took the piss. That was funny.
Yeah,
that was funny. That was funny.
This guy.
He took the piss.
Just. I agree with you, kind of to some degree. But just to play devil's advocate, do you think maybe Kenny Omega could be doing this just because there may be some sort of storyline reason, maybe like a beef between AEW and Impact, so that's why he's not.
We're not respecting it.
That's why he's not respecting it. He's not brandishing it.
So
like the main.
What he's trying to
he's
say?
holding AEW title up.
Is long-term storytelling.
Long-term storytelling.
So AEW is number 1 at the end of the day, and Impact Nakazawa can hold that one.
Not to excuse it, yeah. Not to excuse.
That may be the reason because AEW don't do stuff for no reason more time. But normally something.
And you know what? Yeah, like obviously, these people are gonna be like, NK's defending Omega, but here we are.
No, but you do though.
I do, but that's my. That's
the gimmick. That's the gimmick, though, isn't it?
Bro, I
do, and niggas are capping.
What the gimmick? What the gimmick?
Yeah, exactly. What the gimmick?
I defend them when niggas are capping. That's what I'll say. But with this, it's like obviously take everything with 10 grains of salt, or what I'm saying, 10 grains of salt. But hey, we feel it. Anyways, but because when Kenny Omega came onto Impact, he said, "Yo, I'm a belt collector. I collect comics. I've got the main prize, which is like Fantastic Four. Then I want, a little bit of, he said, I don't know what comic he used, but he used like a lesser comic than Fantastic Four. So maybe, and even the way he's coming across here on Impact, he comes across like on Impact, he's like, I'm doing you man a favor. I'm doing that. If you watch his Impact character, because a lot of people are watching the AEW stuff and being pissed off, and I get it. But his heel character on Impact is actually sick. It's actually a good character.
That's not.
So my thing is that cool. No, first and foremost, my main argument is it's a studio thing. If you want to look at it from a storyline perspective, and this is reaching, you may look at it that he looks at the belts lesser. But at the end of the day,
it's not that.
At the end of the day, I think it's a studio thing.
It's definitely.
I think it's a studio thing. But that's what I'm gonna say.
Shout out to Mex for shedding light on that. I didn't know. I didn't really think about it until I listened to Kick Out podcast.
I think definitely shout out Mex, man.
Man.
Basically TNT and the networks.
Yeah.
Because even with Michael Nakazawa, if you look at it, he's never on camera. He's always like, watch the segment back. Michael Nakazawa was always like this. He's in the corner.
He's not showing it.
Yeah. He's not showing it properly. Like he's always like,
I need to watch that.
Watch it properly. Like Michael Nakazawa, it's not like they go into Michael Nakazawa and saying Impact. Like Kenny's AEW title is clear to see. With Impact, it's always like to the side.
I think you understand there.
I think his studio, it's definitely network interference.
Yeah, shout out Mex still. Yeah.
If you want to blame someone, blame Tony. Don't blame Kenny, fam.
Big up.
Fulham got relegated.
Sapine Smokey asks, do you think that WWE has ruined Drew McIntyre as a babyface?
Yes. Yeah, but I don't think WWE do babyface as well.
I wouldn't say ruined, but he just a bit of steam, but he's not ruined. He's easily reheatable.
Like when was the last
ruined? I don't think.
Let me ask you, look, when was the last babyface that you were proper like, this is sick? Because we always talk about heels.
I'm trying to think.
I think Seth versus Brock.
I think when I was more young, innit? When I was a young kid, I was more like...
I was more into babyface.
Like Jeff Hardy, babyface. Jeff Hardy, like Jeff Hardy when he first... Jeff Hardy, babyface. Who else is another babyface I was interested in?
Like non-NXT, because NXT do babyface as well.
I'm trying to think. Someone will probably know this, or someone probably say it, but I'm trying to think.
Because I can't think... WWE do heels way better than they do babyfaces.
Kofi Kingston?
Yeah. Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. Kofi Kingston, Daniel Bryan. And those were two that they didn't plan. They didn't plan that. So, like, I just feel like WWE have a weird issue with babyfaces. I mean, it took how many years for people to start like a Roman?
Is it just a WWE issue? Do you think it's a whole thing issue?
No, because NXT does it. Bayley was absolutely adored in NXT 2016. Bayley was adored. If you look,
but that's WWE though. But yeah, but I'm talking in terms of like a main roster issue.
Yes, I mean it's specifically a main roster issue.
And we're calling Raw and SmackDown the main roster until WWE start to collaborate with NXT.
Listen, I will say this right now. NXT has been better than the main roster for at least 6 years. Minimum.
I agree though.
Undisputed.
Mex WrestleManiac UK asks, who is the Booker T of this era?
I did. You man, you talk about
nobody. Nobody. I'm sorry, bro, but no one. Hey, some. Hey, big up Gareth. Gareth asks, what do you think of Swerve's hit row being introduced on NXT?
We just answered that.
Yeah. Well, it was sick, debut.
It was sick.
It was very
good. Nice current. Nice, good.
The debut was
creamed out. I like that.
Good debut.
Small L's was like, asked, who are the top 3 tag teams of all time?
Hardy Boys, absolutely. What?
No, wait. Yo, hey, Spirit of Sam, I rebuke you.
No, because I'm looking at...
No, I agree with you, but I'm wait for the next one.
Okay, after Hardy Boys.
But isn't yeah, go on.
Dudley.
That... I'm
Dudley. I'll put Legion of Doom in there, fam. Early Legion of Doom, going to Japan. Is it Japan? I think not Japan. Forget that. When on WWE and WCW, they're quite sick. They're my favorite.
What would the premises be for like top
That's
three?
the problem. What I think it's all subjective. Like
all of it. Okay, no. If it's my favorite 3, then I'll say Hardys, Briscoes, and Young Bucks.
Briscoes from Ring of Honor.
The Briscoe brothers, bro. The Briscoes. What?
It's tight, fam.
Those are my favorite 3 tag teams, isn't it? The Briscoe brothers.
I know. I've probably got Hardys, Young Bucks.
It's tight, man.
Yeah, I've said Hardys.
Maybe Usos.
Hardy, yeah, I was gonna do that.
Hardy's Edge Christian. I love Edge Christian. They were funny together. Legion of Doom. Yeah, I don't know. It's tight, man. This question. Bro, I feel like whenever people ask this question, I feel like I need to go to a catalogue and search.
Yeah.
So obviously, because there's people like people say the Steiner brothers, of course.
You forget, yes, exactly.
People say there's even odd couples that are good, like even like Rock and Sock, like that
was fun. That was more Chem. That was more Chem, innit? That's more Chem.
That was a good couple. Like these like for example, even a recent one, like obviously it's not a top one, but Randy Orton and Riddle. If that goes on for a good run, that could be a good tag.
That's gonna be amazing.
Even if you go to TNA stuff, Hernandez and
Homicide.
Bruv, what LAX, America's Most Wanted, Beer Money. What? Like what? Like TNA had some tag teams, you know. What? Motor City Machine Guns. Like there's been like when it comes to tag teams, there's been very sick tag teams out there. Like there's definitely some like obviously
even currently I like MSK, I like VYG. I like VYG as well. Yeah. They're good on promo.
VYG sounds like that church.
But these Liverpool man,
Grizzled young veteran.
But they're on though. They're like you know, but these
Zach Gisman's like a heat man.
Do you know what tag team like never got their just dues on the main roster?
Hit me.
American Alpha.
American
Alpha never got their. American Alpha were cold, you know.
They fumbled the bag there.
I've really seen Enzo and Castle, but then I was
nah.
American Alpha, man. American Alpha are them guys, man.
That could have been like World Greatest Tag Part 2.
The World Greatest Tag, they were still. Do you know
that could have been it? Part two.
The World Greatest Tag, is that
Charlie Archer, Charles Benjamin.
They were so hard. The thing about them two is that they all pulling moves I've never seen before in my life. Charlie Archer's finisher, do you remember that finisher? When he puts your leg, like he ties your leg up here, and after he basically like he bends your back. You not seen it before?
I probably remember it.
Sapphire will know the move.
So Sapphire will give you the full
that finisher,
the nomenclature of the move.
The first time I saw it, I was like, wait, what?
Oh my god. World's Greatest Tag with Angle as their like manager, like leader.
House of Pain. Is it House of Pain?
I think that's their tag team move. That's their tag team move.
Yeah, this
they
one.
had them on the ropes and
That's
jumped
what I mean,
over.
So look, he does. Wait, let me see if this is it. Yeah, look, he does your leg up. He ties your leg up, and he pulls it.
Oh yeah,
up.
I've seen this one.
Fam,
this one.
that finisher, I love it.
This
And after another thing they used to do was when they'll basically like swing across the rope here, and after the hold, after Shawn Medro will run over and he'll like jump on you.
Yeah, because you're holding on to the rope, so that the guy's holding their legs.
And after Shawn Medro will go on over and jump on you.
Jump over my head and then land on your back.
Backbreaker.
Innovative tag team.
Fam, I was like, wait, where are these fans from?
They were like, for me, I enjoyed. I believed it. For me at the time, they were the world's greatest tag. I believed it.
Yeah. Even the intro, even when they came out, when Kurt Angle introduced them, I was like, yo, these men are serious.
Because them times Kurt Angle was legit.
And when Davari was managing him as well. Do you remember Davari was managing him? Do you remember that? Oh, shit. You go watch that. When Kurt Angle's get managed by Davari.
Wait.
Davari's now left Muhammad Hassan,
Yeah.
And he's now gone to move.
Wait, what was this? Because I do remember Kurt Angle with Davari. Was this around the promo when he said I don't like the blacks, or was that afterwards? Was that around the time?
I think so.
If it was, I don't like. I'm not a big fan of the blacks. Yeah,
that's 2005,
5, 6. Yeah, 5, 6. Yeah, I remember. I remember.
Not
eligible. TNA.
06, yeah.
So before he left, yeah.
06,
When he was under Davari, he was serious though.
Big up Kurt Angle.
Comedic genius.
Trust me.
So Kurt Angle's a goat, man.
Comedic genius.
Next question. Big up GG on wrestling. GG on wrestling. GG on wrestling. He asks, who do you think? Who do you think is the rest of the greatest drip?
Drip.
Razor Ramon.
He's a swaggeraholic still.
Rock.
Probably Rock.
The Versace. The Versace.
Steve Austin, fam. Steve Austin's flipping camel prints and khaki prints I used to wear, and he's. Are you okay? Steve Austin's drip back in the day was cold, fam.
No,
don't do this. Don't do. Steve Austin had a camel hat. So do you want to
I know the camera hat. I know the camera hat. It was
bro,
nice.
Steve Austin inspired all these man, fam. All these Travis Scotts and that, man. Look how they're designing their creps now, fam. Get the hell out of here, man.
You're a real VHS
fam. I'm a real one, fam. Who was another guy there? That's got mad drip.
Shawn Michaels.
A lot of these wrestlers have
Shawn Michaels had drip.
Shawn
Michaels.
Obviously, Flair had drip and that, like, obviously, blinged out.
Alligator shoes, Rolex wearing. What? Drip.
Obviously, it's not drip.
No, it's not drip.
Yeah.
Kofi's got books still.
It's not drip.
Kofi Kingston's got books. He's got a lot of creps still.
It's not drip here, but Sting in WCW as the Crow, Crow Sting in WCW. When he used to come out,
Yeah, he looked cold.
He's the long hair.
He looked
was
cold.
walking to the ring with a bat. Like, he looks so...
You don't want to buck him.
That's what you don't want to buck him on the streets.
You don't
want to buck him.
I'm trying to think.
When he said he backed off the mask, it was actually him.
Yeah, that was funny.
He's moving back so slowly.
Fam!
Put up to your chin like.
But you know what's mad? When he's walking to the ring here, he's mad slow. I feel like he took a book. Nah, obviously he got inspired by the film Crow, innit?
Yeah.
But what he used to do back in the day was that he never used to actually run to the ring. He would go slow.
Yeah.
But when the match started, bam, Sting splash. He's going fast.
No, I think he's inspired by Taker. Some degree.
Nah, it's definitely by the movie Crow though. Like he took it
by the Crow in it.
But there's definitely a little tad. Yeah.
Little influences.
GG on wrestling's. Why do I keep calling GG on wrestling? GG on wrestling also asks what's the one treasure from what's the one WWE treasure from history you would love to own? The $1 million belt.
Yeah, probably.
The $1 million belt.
I would like my own big belt, my own big gold belt.
Or the heavyweight.
World heavyweight. Yeah, that's my favorite belt of all time. But
the big gold.
Big gold. That's my favorite belt of all time. But I'm trying to think. One piece of treasure.
Oh no. Do you know? I would love to get the original. Yeah. There's a there's a Razor Ramon shirt. Hopefully, I don't know if that goes because obviously I've checked online in it. It's going for P's in it, but I don't know how much it is to actual like WWE in it. Like a yellow top. Duke's got it, but Duke's got the one he can get from WWE. Let me try and find it. It's an all over print one. I would love to get that. It's not really history, is it? But it's a nice top in it.
I'm really trying to think. One piece of history.
Oh no, I'll put you like Kane's original mask in it.
Yeah.
Kane's original mask got on Halloween on a mad thing.
Yeah, that
like frightening dons.
That would be.
Would you guys?
This is it. That's the top.
That's cool.
Cheesemo, yeah, I'd love to get.
Would you guys like something from a match or something like what a used steel chair from like a good Extreme Rules match or something?
I don't care about stuff like that, you know. Like,
give me the whole ring.
Give me the turnbuckle.
Put it this way. Yeah, but
they used to give me turnbuckles though.
I'll take this. If I could take any piece of WWE treasure, I want Shawn Michaels' outfit he wore to WrestleMania 25, the white one. I want the full out. I'll put it on my. I want that full. When he came out, I need that outfit, full white. I need it.
Start slapping my fire.
What?
Oh, no, give me Bret Hart's
glasses.
The whole thing, bro.
With the shades in
the
it.
jacket, the glasses.
The jacket, shades.
I just did the shades.
Apparently the shades like they don't really go for that much now.
With the shades?
Yeah, because he used to give them out bears, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, they don't really go for that.
Not really rare, then.
He's
put on like he's putting little
kids'
face.
face. Oh, fam, I want to see one of them kids.
Yeah, no, he's on their face like.
I want to see one of them kids.
Like.
Alright, cool. As everyone said,
huh? Yeah.
Mr. Frimpong asked, who would you have put in Team WWF and Team WCW/ECW in the main event of the Invasion pay-per-view? Was that that wasn't an Invasion, that was that Survivor Series, right?
I think Survivor Series.
It was in his own pay-per-view. Invasion.
Was that Invasion? Okay, cool. I remember they happened again at Survivor Series. But you go and hit me. Who would you put in that team? I'll definitely love to have Goldberg in there, man. Goldberg and Booker T.
All them man, Kevin, all them man that stayed away, like all them man that sat at home on that contract, I'm bringing them all in.
Yeah.
I'm bringing in Goldberg. I'm bringing in Kevin Nash. I'm bringing in Hulk Hogan.
A part of me would love to see New Jack in there, but I know New Jack is bringing weapons, man.
No, yeah, but if you have to Sting, you have to do Sting and Taker, man.
Yeah, Taker will be in there on the WWE side.
Oh, Taker will be in the WWE side.
He went there. Triple H missed the Invasion. I think he was injured at the time, innit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Triple H?
Yeah, he was injured. He wasn't there. I put Trips in there. Still Stone Cold.
Was Rikishi? No, Rikishi wasn't there. Rikishi was a big star then, no?
Yeah,
he was there, but he wasn't in it. He wasn't in the match.
I was going to say Steiner, but that's when Steiner was moving mad.
I feel like
Steiner was moving
came
mad.
at the perfect time, though. Him and Triple H beef was quite good. He came before Goldberg. Goldberg came free.
Yeah. Because Goldberg came in against The Rock.
That was funny. They came in at the right time.
Steiners and Triple H beef. They
was doing
press ups, arm wrestling contest, flexing. They're just doing bare shit like.
Steiners has the best worst promos of all time. Best worst promos of all time.
Holla! If you can hear me.
He's like 3 chance. And he knows he can't beat me. So that's a 233% chance.
Because I'm a genetic freak. And so what would you... And Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me because I'm the genetic freak. But Pop shot Steiner. And the numbers add up. And it spells disaster for you. The Scott Steiner is crazy.
That mask was nude.
No, and even, yeah.
I was a fake account. Fuck's sake, man.
What?
That's a fake account.
Goldberg. Oh, you got
fake
trolled.
I got trolled.
You got trolled.
Oh, this guy.
You got trolled.
I fell for that one the other day. I fell for that account the other day.
Oh, my day.
Is that to get you like with the extra
we be robbed.
That would be robbed.
God damn.
Who's on the TV?
Who's
on the fucking TV?
He's not coming to SmackDown, man.
Gareth then asks top 5 wrestlers in the last 10 years.
Jesus.
Let's just go and pick one person.
Pick one each, innit?
Wait, top 5 wrestlers of the last 10 years.
I love Seth Rollins. You know, I never said Seth Rollins before, but I value that guy. I value him.
I put Orton in there. He's been at the near the top of the card for the last
10 years.
10 years.
Top.
So we're talking from 2011 to
2011 to today.
No. For my pick, I pick Orton. I mean Rollins, but you pick Rollins.
10 years is a long time.
I pick Moxley. I pick Moxley
for 10 years. Despite his flipping WWE run.
Nah, he's a guy, man.
10 years is a long time, you know.
For me, it has to be Okada.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, it's Okada, them man. Okada, Kenny Omega, Roman slightly.
Yeah, even Omega or even Roman.
Brock Lesnar can definitely be in that 10-year gap.
Brock Lesnar's there, definitely. I feel like I think I can give you off the top of my head, like my top 5, no particular order will be Okada, Omega, Rollins, Brock, and then AJ. AJ. Like,
is it sure shout?
Bruv, AJ, clear, bruv. Bullet Club. Listen, bruv. One of these days we'll talk about Bullet Club, fam. Yeah. What? But AJ, yeah, I think that right there, off the top of my head, those are the guys that have to be there for me.
Yeah, last 10 years still definitely.
Oh, I want to put Tanahashi, but that's 0-11, so it's like, I don't know.
Obviously, in the group chat, Derek asked, he said, with Bob Sapp being the first and only black IWGP heavyweight champion, do you think there'll ever be another black champion?
It's going to take a while. Because if you look at black champions, if you look at black wrestlers in New Japan, it's scarce. Even if you look at the amount of gaijins or non-Japanese wrestlers that have made success, obviously there's a couple, but like the ones that have really hit the like high spots in New Japan, there's not a lot of them. Yeah, gaijins means foreigner, innit? So they're all like they're
You could be a foreigner and black though.
Yeah.
Like if one of us went there, we're foreigners.
How many of us are even in New Japan in the first place? So it's like, there's like, but for me personally, obviously New Japan bias, but like the company, the company's New Japan Pro Wrestling. Not to say that they can't be Japanese wrestlers, black wrestlers there, but like for a long period of time, it's been like they've been catering to their own talent, and then now, very recently, they've been kind of embracing like the West. Like, that's why Bullet Club was a very big thing, because like the first time like a bunch of Westerners came. So I think in the future there could be potential for a black wrestler to win that title, but that black wrestler, in my opinion, has to be undeniable. It has to be, because if you look at the people that have the gaijins that have made it to the high levels in recent memory, there's 3 guys. Omega, Styles, White. All of them.
Can J-Rock be added to that?
He's main event Wrestle Kingdom.
Okay, cool.
He's main event Wrestle Kingdom, so he can be added to that.
And he's basically the
and
first,
he's a Grand Slam champion.
Yeah, Grand Slam
champion. So and them guys, all of them guys, you could put in top 10 wrestlers right now. Yeah. So I feel like if a wrestler was to come, unfortunately, if a black wrestler was to go there, he'd have to be like top of the top, like undeniable. But like I said, I'm not really too fussed about it. To be
who's the leader of Bullet Club now?
White. It's still White. I refuse to acknowledge Evil, but it's White.
Evil. That run was poor. Like I think it was at the start of the start of the pandemic era, and then
they did it because they did that strictly because of the pandemic. But
that's true.
That's it.
But yeah, definitely needs to be another New Japan black champion.
Bullet Club.
For life.
But yeah, guys, that's been episode 67 of the Wrestling's podcast.
Bow. Jeez.
Guys, you want to plug yourself?
Oh yeah. Follow me on Twitter, Jamie Rakes. Come on. You know me. I'm online.
This guy
talk about wrestling and that. Like,
come on. Lotion into the mic.
Skeng VP, Scotty T Dotty. Come on, man. Bobby Crashley. You know me, man. I like wrestling and guns.
Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah, you can catch.
Thinks he's West Side Gun fan.
Trust me, fam.
Boom! Hey, shout! I got the rollie on.
Yo, you can catch me looking Jack on WRESTHINGS, representing WRESTHINGS.
That's what you just said. What? You just said. You can catch me licking Jack.
Hey yo!
Why are you thinking like that?
You got space on your words, fam.
Okay, you can catch me Lincoln Jack.
Yeah, thank you. Correct.
Representing WRESTHINGS on here with Wrestling Twitter this week, and I've got another edition for you coming this week. Yeah. You can also catch me on the Football Terrace. Football Terrace, we cover the top six clubs, including Arsenal. Well, and Arsenal right now, obviously. And yeah, and also you can catch me on Twitter at Lincoln_Jack1. I said Lincoln this time.
Lincoln. Acknowledge me.
Acknowledge me.
Go on, okay.
Yo, people, it's your boy NK, aka the man of the hour.
Too sweet to be sour.
Wait, what am I doing here, fam? NK's not even a guest no more, fam.
I know, I'm doing my own.
You did it.
My own outro. This is because it's gonna be go to me to you, then.
Yeah,
So I'm not even gonna get. Yeah, but yeah. Obviously,
Come on.
WRESTHINGS podcast. Follow me also Twitter NK Preach. Follow me on the Rare podcast also. And yeah, man, listen. I'm telling you, man. New Japan agenda is here, fam. Listen, I keep saying it.
Flying that flag, fam.
Flying that flag.
Come on.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
You love to see it.
Yes.
I've been Anarfi.
Come on.
And we'll catch you guys next week. I think next week we're joined by Logan Sama.
Jeez.
So send your questions.
Come on.
It's gonna be Kenny Omega part 2.
Part 2.
Part 2.
And I think there's gonna be another return next week. I'm not gonna say who's gonna return to the podcast, but someone's gonna return to the podcast next week.
We've got debuts and returns.
Trust me.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
But yeah, I've been Anarfi.
Yes.
Why?
Come on.
I see you guys next week.
Yes.
By the mandem.
Yes.
For the mandem.
Pussy.
Come on.